The topic of this project is Act Like a Detective. How clues on the cover and in the contents of a book affect book inspection behavior. This is the index of this presentation. Previous studies noted that readers with clear reading goals just grab a book and leave without any browsing behavior. However, as for those without a clear direction, browsing is much more important. Readers can browse a large number of options, and sometimes they can also get serendipity through browsing. There are many factors that may affect the book selection process. We classify these factors into two categories. First is the contextual factors outside the book, such as readers' personal characteristic, others' comments, the mass media, and so forth. The second part is the physical clues in the book. Many previous studies noted the importance of the cover and the table of content, but they didn't justify in depth why and how these clues are important. Additionally, many previous works only focused on a specific group of people or selected specific kinds of books. In this study, we selected a wide range of books in the bookshop. We focused on how the clues in the book affect the reader's behavior, and we also researched in depth on what kind of roles the clues played during the inspection process. We conducted observations and semi-structured interviews to collect readers' book inspection behavior data, and then used the affinity diagram to analyze this data. One of our contributions is we provide a comprehensive summary of the clues, which may affect readers' book inspection behavior. And then, according to the physical characteristic of the books and the different inspection behavior patterns, we proposed a new classification of the books: the content-oriented books, the image-oriented books, and the hybrid books. And then, we conclude readers' inspection patterns among these three kinds of books. The content-oriented books have a clear storyline or well-knit writing logic. These books are usually full of text and without too many images in the body of content. In this kind of book, the cover, the blurb, and the table of content are the three most popular clues, and the readers with specific reading goals prefer to choose a selected section to get further details. However, a special case found in the interviews is the serial fiction books, like Harry Potter. Readers didn't browse any clues on the book, just choose one they haven't bought before. This is quite similar to the grab-and-go behavior. In the image-oriented books, images play an extremely important role. Readers can obtain a large number of useful information by browsing the images in the book. These books usually don't have a storyline. Each section of the book is usually independent of each other, and sometimes these sections illustrated in the same template. And the proportion of the text is much smaller than the content-oriented books. The cover is still the most popular clue, and the readers with specific reading goals would prefer to choose a selected section to read. The special things are, most of the participants who inspected the image-oriented books emphasized the importance of the images in it, and the blurb is much less important. The hybrid books have characteristics from both content-oriented books and image-oriented books. Some of them have a very clear storyline, but full of images and lack of text, such as the comic books. The others are full of text, but every section of the books are independent with each other, such as the magazines. Due to the different characteristics of different books, the clues that readers examined are also different. As for some comic books with very clear storyline, the blurb is much more important. As for some magazines, readers may also pay attention to the advertisement in it. Finally, we conclude our findings and noted that the cover is always the first step during the book inspection process. We also researched in depth on which detailed elements on the cover that users concerned the most. We found that the primary thing is the title text, such as the keywords in the title, and then different readers with different reading requirements may inspect other specific elements on the cover, such as the publisher. We also noted that the table of content is a direct clue to the structure of the book, and the readers with specific goals are more likely to choose a selected sections through the table of content to read. Finally, we found that readers who intend to buy the book would also pay attention to the user experience design, such as the paper's material or the book binding way. There are still some limitations in this work. First is the influence from the participants' value-action gap and the contextual factors outside the book. And some of our findings also need further evidence to prove it. In the future, we will focus on narrow the limitations mentioned above and implicate what we found for online book browsing. And that's all. Thank you.